Good day, I'm Krista St. Welcome to this GVD News on the Go broadcast. Welcome to those viewing us on television channel 115, online, Facebook, YouTube, and also our faithful viewers via the Android and Fire Stick platform. Potholes have been a recurring sight littering St. Lucian roads for several years now and sparking many heated conversations among citizens. Our newscast sat with the Public Relations Officer for the National Association of Driving Schools, Mr. Kingston Zhe, who spoke on the matter.
The condition of roads in St. Lucia continues to be a controversial topic. The issue of potholes has made headlines, been the subject of many citizens' complaints, and no doubt have been the cause of many vehicular damages and collisions. Mr. Kingston Zhe, PRO, and former president of the National Association of Driving Schools, defensive driving instructor at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College's defensive driving course, and owner of Zhe's Driving School, spoke to us concerning the subject of the current conditions of some St. Lucian roads and how it affects his daily operations. This is what he had to say.
Well, bad roads on a whole, and I mean deteriorating roads with holes and humps and things of that sort, affect everybody. Not just driving school instructors, but everyone who uses the road, including pedestrians as well. You could imagine someone going in a pothole filled with water might just hit a pedestrian, or pulling away from a pothole could end up knocking a pedestrian at the same time.
Poor road conditions not only pose serious hazards to drivers, but also the common complaint by road users remains the cost attached to vehicular maintenance.
So yes, potholes does affect everybody. It actually creates a great cost to individuals as well, because and the entire society on the whole as well, because St. Lucia doesn't produce parts, which means basically all our money goes overseas to obtain those parts. So it costs the entire country when our roads are bad. So it's actually a benefit for us if our roads are good rather than bad. As a business, it does put added pressure on your business as well to operate, and even as a private individual, the same goes for that as well. So it would be in our best interest if we have better roads on to traverse from one place to the next.
And although poor road conditions may not be a major concern to some, Mr. Zhe believes that the greatest concern is how the roads are being used.
However, I don't think potholes is the greatest concern. The greatest concern is the way we use those roads. So if you know a particular section of the road has a lot of potholes, as a driver you should know to start to slow down, because going too fast in that pothole causes you to bend a rim, causes you to lose control, and probably knock the pedestrian on the side of the road. So you know the road is bad, as a driver you should reduce on your speed. You know the road has a lot of gravel, as a driver should be driving slower. You have to adjust your driving to road and traffic conditions. So if you know the road is bad and has gravel on it, you know the road is wet, adjust your driving to suit that.
Mr. Zhe had these recommendations for the St. Lucian administration, which he believes would help to lessen road collisions.
For too long we have had on our law books, on the criminal code, I think chapter 8, subsection 179, it speaks to the demerit system. And the demerit system is basically a system where, as you drive, if you get charged for certain aspects of driving, certain points will be deducted from your license, and over time, I think when you accumulate at least 14 points, you lose your driver's license is suspended for 1 year. And if you end up getting 18 points, then you'll actually lose your driver's license and have to go back to driving school again. But that has not been enforced. But even before the actual collision takes place, I believe they should really have things implemented to reduce the number of collisions we have on our roads. For example, road calming measures, for example, rumble strips. Rumble strips are some strips on the road that cause a vehicle to kind of shake as you drive on that road. It will cause you to drive slower as the driver. Speed bumps to a point, but I would say we should probably have some more rumble strips. We should have better signage and better PSAs. We should have more PSAs, we need better education. Continuous education is very important if you want to see a change in the attitude of persons.
Michaela Charles Noel, GVD News.
The Ministry of Education invites St. Lucians to once more don their school uniforms in commemoration of Teacher Appreciation Week the week of October 2nd to the 8th. Speaking on present or proudly representing each school, exalting our nation's teachers, Mete Hadley Kolu, translated Put On Your School Clothes, is Michelle Charles, Permanent Secretary for the Department of Education, Innovation and Vocational Training.
Presence is the big initiative of the Ministry of Education, which is dedicated to our teachers as we look to recognize them during Teacher Appreciation Week and in particular on World Teacher Appreciation Day, which is on October 5th. However, our initiative, which is geared at the entire population, is going to be on for 2 days, the October 5th and 7th, when we're asking all St. Lucians in all sectors, private and public, to wear their school uniforms to work on these 2 days. It speaks to the hard work that our teachers have done. It also is to send a message to everyone that regardless of which school you attended, everybody contributes to society. And you would see everybody decked out in their various uniforms. From some persons are deciding to wear the infant school uniforms, secondary school, tertiary level education, and all persons are going to be decked out. So you get the opportunity to see where persons would have come from and where they've ended up. And you would realize too that regardless of what school you went to, everybody contributes positively to society.
The event is the first of its kind spearheaded by the ministry. The Permanent Secretary expressed that the heart behind the project was to recognize and show appreciation for the positive impact of teachers, also making mention of their particularly important roles during the COVID-19 pandemic as what she called the frontline workers of the Ministry of Education.
Of course, most definitely it is a call to action, because this is the opportune time for us to, as we recognize our teachers and our schools, to give back in whatever way that we can. It could be a small token of appreciation to the teacher who impacted us the most, or to the school that we attended, in any way that we can to give back.
The ministry encourages all St. Lucians to show appreciation for their teachers and alma maters by partaking on October 5th and 7th, 2022. In an effort to preserve the health and safety of both their staff and customers while air quality issues are being addressed, the St. Lucia Electricity Services Limited, LUCIA, would like to inform its customers and the general public of the closure of its customer service office at Sanssouci. The office will remain closed until further notice. The company's customer service offices in Rodney Bay and Vieux-Fort, as well as its remote options, are all available to serve the public. LUCIA regrets any inconvenience caused to its customers and extends thanks for their patience and understanding. SANDALS Resorts, the Caribbean's leading all-inclusive resort company, reaffirmed its commitment to environmental protection and sustainability. In collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Food Security and Rural Development, the Sandals Regency Latok Golf Resort and Spa recently engaged in a sea turtle seminar. The seminar allowed team members to receive training in sustainable marine life management and protection practices. On Wednesday, September 28, 2022, marine biologist in the Department of Fisheries, Yvonne Edwin, released hatchlings into the wild. Guests and team members also saw the emergence of a nest with hatchlings making their way safely into the ocean.
Overall, this training was an important component of the Department of Fisheries work program, as we have a sea turtle fishery, and oftentimes resorts and persons who occupy beachfront property encounter sea turtles. It is one of the training components that we offer to better train persons to identify turtles, understand its behavior, and what they individually can do to conserve and further protect the sea turtle population. This training is equally important so persons understand the everyday interaction with turtles, when the fishery is open, when the nesting period is on, and what they individually can do, whether it's at work, at home, or in their recreational time, how they can help protect the sea turtle fishery. Again, it is something that the department wants to continue with all of our stakeholders, ensuring that they understand the importance of the ecosystems, they understand the importance of sea turtles and all the various fisheries that we have, and why we have those management measures and conservation practices to better our marine environment.
The Resort Environmental Health and Safety Manager, Rhodesia Reed, indicated that SANDALS remains cognizant of the importance of marine life, not only as a vital part of the ecosystem, but also the way it impacts St. Lucia's tourism industry.
Rhodesia Reed, Environment, Health and Safety Manager here at SANDALS LaToc. This training was done in an effort to re-emphasize the importance of the sea turtle nesting period and also the sea turtle lifeline. Here at SANDALS LaToc, we have a lot of sea turtles who come on our beach during the nesting period, so it's important for our team members to understand how the nesting process happens and how we deal with the hatchlings overall.
The Foundation's Turtle Conservation Project continues to create awareness, gather data, build turtle incubators, fund wardens and much-needed patrol equipment, as well as rehabilitate beaches to help increase chances of turtle survival in the wild. Other projects include development and maintenance of coral nurseries, environmental education in schools, and management of marine sanctuaries. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Get your clothes sparkling clean with whiter whites and brighter colors. Use Joby antibacterial washing powder. Ultra concentrated formula gives more washes with brightening factors added to keep your clothes looking new. And with the added organic fabric softener, your clothes will be soft and fluffy. Joby antibacterial washing powder is also effective in stain removal for cleaner, brighter, softer clothes with the sweet scent of early spring morning. Use Joby antibacterial washing powder. My family, my love, my Joby. Available at supermarkets island-wide. For orders, call 455-3076.
When considering or purchasing a new appliance, remember that we are a nation that runs on 240 volts. And appliances designed for 110 volts will need a transformer to function. Using a transformer on a 110 appliance may increase your energy consumption, and when not in use, it wastes energy and costs you more in the long term. Stylish is good for shoes, but appliances should be smart. Saving energy is what's smart.
The Ministry of Education has been advised by the National Emergency Management Organization to carry out the mandatory closure of schools as of 12 p.m. today, Thursday, September 29, 2022. This is as a result of a very bad weather expected to cause flash flooding, lightning, and land slippage from noon. Schools have been dismissed and students and staff instructed to return home. St. Lucia's Fire Service, established in 1974, continues to serve and protect the St. Lucian people in the event of fires, accidents, and natural disasters. The St. Lucia Fire Service wishes to inform the general public of its recruitment initial training course, which commenced on Monday, September 26, 2022. It is being held at the St. Lucia Fire Service Training Facility in Vieux Fort and will span over a period of 10 weeks. The full-time firefighting training course is being undertaken by 40 St. Lucian applicants from around the island. The new cohort had initially completed an emergency medical training and a 3-week firefighting course. The new set of recruits will fill in vacancies within the fire service and bring much-needed relief to the issue of manpower. The students from the Prale community were recently gifted with school supplies. Mrs. Agnes Peter Popo, a former resident of the Prale community and benefactor of this initiative, indicated that the act was her way of giving back to the community, which helped her in her upbringing. A small handing over ceremony took place at the Prale Community Center, where the students received donations consisting of school bags, shoes, uniforms, and stationery. Parents of the beneficiaries, as well as the beneficiaries themselves, expressed gratitude for the benevolent gesture. Mrs. Peter Popo says her earnest desire is to see young St. Lucians continuously striving to attain excellence in their educational and career endeavors. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Get your clothes sparkling clean with whiter whites and brighter colors. Use Joby antibacterial washing powder. Ultra concentrated formula gives more washes with brightening factors added to keep your clothes looking new. And with the added organic fabric softener, your clothes will be soft and fluffy. Joby antibacterial washing powder is also effective in stain removal for cleaner, brighter, softer clothes with the sweet scent of early spring morning. Use Joby antibacterial washing powder. My family, my love, my Joby. Available at supermarkets island-wide. For orders, call 455-3076.
Electricity powers our favorite appliances and devices. But leaving your devices on or even plugged in when not in use can waste energy. Wasted energy that runs up your bill. When not in use, switch off, unplug, save energy and save your appliances and devices. It's the smart thing to do. Saving energy is what's smart.
Thank you for staying with us. Now for the weather update. Present weather at Uranora Airport is cloudy with showers nearby. Present weather at George F.L. Charles Airport is cloudy with thunderstorms. Present temperature at Uranora Airport is 27 degrees Celsius or 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Last night's minimum temperature at Uranora Airport was 23 degrees Celsius or 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind at Uranora Airport is blowing from the east-southeast at 13 miles per hour or 20 kilometers per hour. Rainfall in the 24-hour period that ended at 8 a.m. today. At Uranora Airport, 4.9 millimeters. At George F.L. Charles Airport, 0.1 millimeters. Total rainfall for the month of September so far. At Uranora Airport, 150.7 millimeters. At George F.L. Charles Airport, 231.8 millimeters. Sunset today, 5:54 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:53 a.m. Forecast for St. Lucia valid for the next 24 hours. Winds will be blowing from between the south, southeast, and south near 12 miles per hour or 19 kilometers per hour, becoming lighter and variable or calm at times. However, gusty winds may accompany periods of heavy showers. Weather cloudy to overcast at times with scattered, moderate to heavy showers and thunderstorms. Residents and motorists in areas prone to flooding and landslides are strongly advised to exercise extreme caution. Marine forecast for seas in a 25-mile or 40-kilometer radius from St. Lucia. Tides for Castries Harbor low at present, high at 5:27 p.m. Tides for Vieux-Fort Bay low at 12:31 p.m., high at 6:34 p.m. Seas slight with waves 2 to 4 feet or 0.6 to 1.2 meters. Forecast for the Lesser Antilles. Generally cloudy to overcast at times with scattered moderate to heavy showers and thunderstorms. The tropical weather outlook. Moist and unstable conditions associated with the intertropical convergence zone over the Windward Islands and a mid to upper level trough over the Leeward Islands will continue to produce cloudiness, showers, and thunderstorms over the region during the forecast period. At 11 a.m. today, the center of Tropical Depression 11 was located near latitude 19.1 degrees north, longitude 37.4 degrees west. The depression is moving towards the northwest at 14 miles per hour or 22 kilometers per hour and is expected to remain over the open sea until it dissipates within the next day or two. A tropical wave located with the eastern tropical Atlantic over the eastern tropical Atlantic is moving westward near 12 miles per hour or 19 kilometers per hour. That was our weather update. Thank you for staying tuned. I'm Krista Saintage, GVD News.
Get your clothes sparkling clean with whiter whites and brighter colors. Use Joby antibacterial washing powder. Ultra concentrated formula gives more washes with brightening factors added to keep your clothes looking new. And with the added organic fabric softener, your clothes will be soft and fluffy. Joby antibacterial washing powder is also effective in stain removal for cleaner, brighter, softer clothes with the sweet scent of early spring.